The sun has not set on Phoenix and their hopes for their first NBA title because the first stop for the 2021 NBA Finals is the Phoenix Suns Arena. And 18,000 fans are getting ready to rock the Valley as they travel and play against the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 1. Chris Paul, he's walking into the arena for the first time as a participant in the NBA Finals. It's an illustrious future Hall of Fame
Congratulations, CP3.
But he's got to go against Giannis, the Greek freak and two-time MVP, who's making his first NBA Finals appearance. But will he be available to make an appearance in Game 1? Meanwhile, Devin Booker, the young star, has stamped his name all over his first postseason appearance by scoring over 400 points, and he's in all black because he wants to assassinate the Bucks. Before we have tip-off, we got to count you down.
History is rarely caught by surprise.
The NBA championship for the first time.
This moment has happened never before.
Let the coronation begin.
Every final has a tale to tell. And this one is designed to be a classic.
X gon' give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you.
You know, there's never anything quite like the first NBA championship.
Go hard getting busy with it.
Hope has been rocked.
It's gonna hurt.
Momentum quarantined.
We're going to keep chugging along.
And every plot
Spencer's way inside.
has been twisted.
Break bread with the enemy.
Two proven stars determined to flip a script that's never been written, leading them into this moment.
We gonna rock, then we gonna roll.
This is where the map ends and their own legend begins. Game 1 of the NBA Finals is next.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, presented by DoorDash.
Clearly, they already know what time it is. It's time to rally the Valley. The Phoenix Suns went from being under 500 to end the NBA Finals and looking for their first ever World Championship. Welcome to NBA Countdown from Phoenix, Arizona. Maria Taylor alongside Adrian Wojnarowski.
Yes, indeed.
Jalen Rose has his glasses on so he can make sure he sees every single play.
And you look fresh to death.
Thank you.
Yes,
I
this finals
appreciate
day.
it. Jay Williams back in the blue suit. We
Back in the
expected
blue
it on
suit.
Game 1.
I keep it simple. I keep it simple. That boy got a fresh ball, D. You know it.
Absolutely. Now, we want to keep it simple for you, so let's start with some of the keys to the game, okay? That's how we're going to tip off our show. It's time for the keys to the game presented by Kia. Giannis Antetokounmpo, well, he's not played since leaving Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals with a left knee injury. And so, Woj, what is the latest on Giannis as we see him warming up?
Maria, Giannis is a GOAT tonight. He is going to make his return. He warmed up before the game, and you know he has been going around the clock, getting treatment on that left knee. Was determined to play. He's just been cleared. He will be in the starting lineup. So you know this is obviously going to have a dramatic impact for the Bucks.
Obviously, hyperextended that left knee in Game 4 against the Hawks, but what we saw where the Bucks rallied without him in the game, they were able to come back and win 2. So what changes with Giannis back on the floor for the Bucks?
I think you continue to attack and have a level of confidence that your superstar is back out on the floor. And it's incredible that a 7-foot man was 13 feet in the air, landed on one leg, almost looking like his leg was going to snap like a toothpick, and he's going to be back in the NBA Finals. They're going to miss his points, and they're going to need his points in the paint.
Yeah.
20 points, paint. 20 paint points per game, Jay
Tongue twister. It's a tongue twister,
On that.
Jay
It is
Will.
a tongue twister. The first guy since Shaq in the early 2000s to do so. The gentleman's been dominant.
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here, right? And for Giannis, look, for a guy that said he wanted to stay in Milwaukee, he wanted to win this championship for his franchise, for his city. Jay Rose talks all about time, putting on for his city.
Yeah.
For Giannis to play in this game of this magnitude, Game 1, after seeing the way he landed on his knee,
Incredible.
speaks volumes about the character of who Giannis is and how he reps his team.
I think we all had a feeling that Giannis wasn't going to miss Game 1 of his first NBA Finals appearance, an opportunity to win a championship for the first time since 1971. That's the last time the Bucks were able to hold up the Larry O'Brien trophy, and he's averaged 40 points on 60% shooting against the Suns so far in the regular season. But Jay, Will, you have CP3 on the brain. Like, you always are thinking about what Chris Paul brings to the court, so why don't you break it down?
Oh, it's time for Professor Jay's breakdown?
Let's get it, sir.
All right, let's go into it. This is great. So Jay Rose, you and I talked a lot about during the past series, drop coverage, right? Drop coverage means watch where Brook Lopez plays so far off this ball screen. This is the first matchup where Giannis wasn't on the court. You're going to see CP3 come off this ball screen. As he comes off, he's going to attach the pinch post, the elbow. This forces Brook Lopez and Jrue Holiday to both recover to try to stop. Dario Saric then comes, slides open to the open spot. Bryn Forbes, the red X, he's going to be forced to make a decision. Does he stay with Dario Saric or does he stunt? You're going to see him stunt and try to get back to Mikal Bridges, but it constantly puts you in decision-making processes for the Milwaukee Bucks, and that's where the Phoenix Suns can hit you with dagger after dagger after dagger. Drop coverage is going to be imperative if they decide to play that way. I would suggest switching on ball screens, which they did 48% in their last game that they played. So once again, here's another screen. You're going to see a little side screen, a little flare by Devin Booker. You're going to look for D-Book to come off. There's nothing there. Dario Saric right into another screen. CP3 so good at this, J. Rose.
Yes, he is.
Snaking off the screen. What does a snake mean? It's his outside, then come back inside, attack the elbow. He comes off this, and now this is the part that CP3 is so good. The vision. He looks at Dario Saric. He sees him, but he also sees the rim. Just that slight change of speed and that eye glance is enough to throw defenders off. Look, if they play drop coverage, they're going to be in trouble once again. Now, I know the last game they played, they switched 48% of the time. I think switching might be in their best interest if they start getting roasted in drop coverage and pick and roll.
Great points, Jay Will. However, if you're the Milwaukee Bucks, you got to use your height, your size, and your physicality to punish the Phoenix Suns. They did a terrific job in the previous series getting points in the paint. In particular, Brook Lopez. It's one thing for him to play drop coverage on defense, but I need him pounding them on offense inside of the paint if he's going to be on the floor. Bobby Portis is going to play some quality minutes as well.
Yeah, and DeAndre Ayton, you look at this Suns team and the impact he's had in the middle. I mean, there is a lot of great size of Ayton, Lopez, Giannis, and certainly Ayton there to match that physicality that the Bucks bring from the Eastern Conference.
Well, he's shooting 71% from the field. Let me say it again for the people on the back. 71% from the field. He has not shot under 50% an entire game in all the playoffs that he's played this year.
Don't sleep on this. Having Giannis back should help the three-point shooting of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes.
Only shooting 31% from three this entire playoff. If they're going to win this series against the Phoenix Suns, the Milwaukee Bucks must shoot better from three.
You know, I can't let DeAndre Ayton pass without saying that the Suns were 19-63 his rookie season, and now they sit here in the finals. So imagine what these fans in this arena have been through and seen. So to make it to this moment really matters, being able to build here. But let's talk about matchups and what you really want to see or what you'll have your glasses on spying on, Jalen, from up here in the crow's nest.
Easy for me. It's Devin Booker versus Chris Middleton.
Okay.
Chris Middleton is dramatically better for the Bucks when they win versus when they lose. He's shooting 15% from three in games that they lose. So that matchup is going to be crucial. Devin Booker played with a broken nose. Will he wear a mask? Won't he wear a mask? Is Chris Middleton going to be an effective and efficient closer in game one?
And we all know that Chris Middleton plays great when he's at home. On the road, sometimes it's a different story. A low-key matchup I'm looking for in this series, Brook Lopez going against DeAndre Ayton, also Bobby Portis, right? Brook Lopez is an underrated defender, good at shot blocking, good at knocking down threes. DeAndre Ayton will get tested defensively, and I think DeAndre Ayton staying out of foul trouble will be imperative for the Suns.
And it was great to see also Bobby Portis kind of stepping up. Remember, he had to start when Giannis was out, and during those games, he was able to average 14 points on 65% shooting. So that's good news for the Bucks. Maybe building a little bit more depth when you lost Giannis, and guess what? Giannis is back, and he's a go for game one of the 2021 NBA Finals. So we're ticking a little bit closer to tip-off. Obviously, Suns fans are making their way into Phoenix Suns Arena, and they all want to see this one guy, CP3, because no one has started in more playoff games without a finals appearance than Chris Paul. That ends tonight, but what would a championship mean for CP3?
NBA